my baby. No, I don't like to drag her, and I don't consider myself dragging her. She just be starting with me, but I go by what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong, and I just don't like the grooming of the young youth that she's trying to groom for these manosphere men to make their life easier. You know, anytime you say by the age of 18, you should have 3 kids already. We have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Anytime you say by 18, you should have 3 kids. That's crazy. So in this video, remember, I try not. I don't pre-watch these videos. She said that. She said that, telling us about 13-year-olds and 14-year-olds and how they should be already married. And I'm like, how can 2 13-year-olds get married? They actually, I'll show the video. Yeah, I don't remember which one, but it was just last week. That's what she said. That's what she said. Before this is over, I'll show it to you. This lady done lost all her mind. That's grooming. Once, soon as you mention the word under 18 and children and men, you are now, we can't be cool. That's grooming. She don't even want the kids to be kids. It's like, how do you want somebody to sit back? I don't know why she was never, she never had a biological child. So I'm not going to. No, she does not, Charlene. Mm-mm, mm-mm. No, no. Mm-mm. So I have to, every day I go in on her. I don't be meaning to. That she's something is right is right. You can't make something right wrong and something wrong right. She's a panderer. Someone get this lady laid. All she want is that money. She want that shmoney, shmoney, shmoney. She want that shmoney, baby, from the men that be hitting her off. Or some women hit her off too, but not like the men, honey, because she doing it grooming. The best way to groom a lady is from another lady. See, that's the oldest trick in the book. That's the oldest trick in the book. It don't look good. Like the men will bring them in and let the older ones groom them. Take all their dreams away. Don't tell them that. You ain't have 3 kids by 18, though, Nicole. That's a big difference. The age you have your kids and having 3 kids by 18, hold up. That was your first kid. That wasn't your third kid, according to her. According to her, you're supposed to have started at 13. Oh, yes, it's her, Caroline. But this is why black women can't divest from black men. So I love to hear this. She might be right. She might be right. Let's check out.
and this is my perspective. And so today I want to talk about why Black women can't divest away from Black men. See, I never really meant for my channel to be sort of almost an anti-divestment channel because I really don't care what them chicks over there do. But
Them chicks over there. So who are the chicks on your side? If we the chick over there, then who's the chicks on your side? The chick y'all the side of grooming young girls? Well, even a broke clock is right twice a day. Yes, ma'am. Them chicks. You notice she ain't say hi. She gonna say hyenas. I mean, she because she know her ass is a hyena. I call her a hyena much as I can. Cause that's what she say we are. That's what she is too.
I find it to be funny to a certain extent
Isn't it?
because some of the arguments don't make sense.
Okay.
Like saying that you divesting away from Black men because Black men can't get it together. They can't get right. They dusty,
They
they
can't.
crazy,
They
they
are.
stupid,
They are.
they aren't leaders,
They
they don't
aren't.
have any good
They
qualities that
don't.
a woman would be able to or should be willing to deal with or follow up behind. And there's a lot of talk about what Black men aren't, how trash they are, how unproductive they are,
Well,
how
well,
lacking of leadership they are, how
well,
weak they are. They
well,
don't compete with other men in this category. They're not competing with
well,
other men in that category.
well.
And the part that I find to be kind of ridiculous and funny about it is a couple of things. Number one, these are the men that you and your mama raised, right? Because then they're sitting
Oh
here talking about,
God.
well, we shouldn't birth Black men and we shouldn't birth them anymore because of how they.
Oh my gosh, you've been listening to Cynthia G. Remember, these are the extremes. So she is the answer to Cynthia G, and Cynthia G is the answer to her. Why did she say them key words? You should be birthing them. Oh my God. Oh, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. These two extremists, us middle people must stick together. Us middle people who doesn't feed into these extremists, we gotta stick together. Oh my God, wasn't I wasn't ready. Mm-mm. So let's hear what she got to say. But we already know what comes from Cynthia G and the rest of them. Maybe she could find a man that, yeah, she could. She can go mate with the other hyenas. She can go mate with the other hyenas. That's what she could do. She need to be out there with them lions and shit. Them lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. That's what she need to be. She'll get a man husband real quick. Shoot. The men throwing money on her ain't give her no ring or nothing. Oh,
They turn out. And it's being said as if it is inherent in the DNA of Black men to not be nothing, to be, not sugar honey iced tea, right? But isn't that what Zaddy say about Black men and really Black people, including you, Black women, right?
no.
That you're no good from your DNA, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's inborn, it's inherent within you to be nothing. Just like they say that it's inherent for Black men to be lazy and stupid, they also think it's inherent for Black women to be whores' thoughts. You realize that, don't you? That it's not inherent in their eyes. Black women can't inherently be good women because they must always be whores and sluts
No,
and
that's not what they said about us. Sorry. That's what they said about the black man. They didn't say that about us. They didn't say that about us. Sorry. No, 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 no. They did not say that about us. They talk about the black man. They know we filling up their schools and stuff.
Promiscuous and thoughts and
no,
all of that type of stuff.
No, that comes from your mouth. They didn't say that. They got thoughts at home too. You didn't know that? You don't watch majority of them movies before you seen Woman of Color, or before you seen, hey Tinto, that's why she thinks about herself and her mama. Exactly. Because on her mama don't see eye to eye. But when you used to watch the older movies, you're now seeing black women put themselves out there like that. Like with the video, I mean, once we started doing these videos and our music gotten worse and worse and worse and worse, that's when you started seeing the worst of our women. But that was when the music and stuff started getting worse. We got worse with it. But before that, who did you see in the videos? Who did you see in the movies? What race did you see? You did not see black women on them poles at first. You didn't see us. Yeah, we knew we always moved our bodies and that. Hey, Blanche, we always moved our bodies and went to the rhythm and went to the beat and stuff. But we wasn't put out there like that. So they did not see us as that. They saw their own women like that first. Then we started degrading ourselves. Before it wasn't televised. But what they have done was televised. Yeah, but y'all ever saw the boom? Y'all know how old Brooke Shields was? A lot of these movies back in the days, act yourself, how old was these lady actresses? Act yourself, how all the compromising positions, they had these young girls. These were young girls that was acting. Look at all the same uppers and downers and uppers and downers. They gave them young girls to act and be in these videos. And even when it was our music back in the days, a black woman wasn't in the videos. That was the other that was in the videos. So they didn't see us like that. Now we showing our ass. Yes, we are. But we didn't always. That's just when the music and social media and everything else. So let's get this correct. Let's get this correct. La Fantona, ¿cómo estás?
They can't be. They're all Jezebels. They're all sapphires. Or if she's unattractive, she's not a sapphire. She's a mammy. There's no in between for them. There's no feminine black woman that's inherently just a good woman, and you realize that that's what they think about you. But anyway, that's almost a diverging. So I find that argument to be stupid, because if you're saying that you don't want to birth black men because of how they turn out, maybe you should think about how you raise them. And maybe that's why they turning out, quote unquote, so bad, because of the way that you raise them. Instead of thinking it's a nature thing, why don't you think it's a nurture thing? Because you're the one that sets them up for the failure, right? You're the one that set them up by not having children by worthwhile men, whether these are black men, white men, Asian men, Mexican men. It doesn't matter the ethnicity of the man, as long as he's a quality man that you choose to have children by. So that's on you, Boo Boo Kitty. That's on you. Now, the other thing that doesn't make sense is that if these men, black men I'm talking about, are the trash heap of men, you aren't even good enough for the trash heap. Even the trash heap men aren't marrying you. They aren't marrying you. Your marriage rates are in the trash. But you're not good enough for the landfill. If black men are the trash heap, if black men are the landfill among men, then why aren't you good enough even for them? Ever thought about that? Because if you were really the prize, if black women were these special kinds of awesome women, then you wouldn't really have to worry about what black men chose and what they didn't. Your marriage rate would be high and black men marriage rates would be low because black women are the prize and they're better than black men. So you think you can go to other groups of men?
See, they sent her after Cynthia G, right? They sent her. But what she's saying, I hear what you're saying, but I mean, your husband passed a long time ago. Why are you not remarried? And if we are the prize, yes, we are the prize. So why should we take whatever's there? Why should we take whatever's there? Oh, I forgot. We drove the men out the house. Well, I was raised respectfully smart young king, and he knows the word for that's right. Exactly. Exactly. But a lot of mothers raise their sons like that. But what happens is testosterone does play a part in corrupting your son. I think that I think it was, I don't know. Did we hear the man out? I don't know. He was on Tanya TKO yesterday. And what he said was absolutely correct. He said that a lot of women act masculine around their sons, which is true because we think that we have to give them that masculine. I'm a masculine anyway. I have masculine energy. It is what it is. But I also know how to be the feminine. Hey, how you doing, son? And give him hugs and hear him out. But a lot of mothers don't understand that's okay. It's not going to make your son not be a man, but it's going to make him worry, care about other women' feelings. Like he's going to learn what feelings are because we are the first ones to let him know we care about your feelings. We can't treat them like how a man would treat them, but we got to know how to be masculine and feminine with our son. I mean, we gotta learn to be everything when you're even the fish will not date her. Them damn hyenas will. That's her comeback to Cynthia G. Cynthia G would chew her a new one. Cynthia G would chew her a new one. Yeah, it doesn't make them soft. But and then everybody has aggression. We keep thinking that it's only men that has, some females has aggression too. Like there is no book. First of all, there is no book on parenting, which we all know that. We all know there is no book. That's one shoe don't fit every damn child. All these books that they sell, I refuse to buy them. Because one shoe don't fit every damn child. It's going to be trials and tribulations. It's going to be good days, bad days. You can't do nothing but hope and pray what you instilled in your child. That they act like they act like what they portray or they show what you have taught them. Because some parents did everything. And their kids still end up in jail. Their kids still end up. So people forget prayer. They don't want to put some prayer. You got to put some prayer in there. Mm-hmm. But some of these men are introverts. So they would never fit in with the alphas. And no one knew they need to care. Believe me, they don't care. Y'all can talk about them all they want. They don't care. They don't want to be around people anyway. They They probably don't even know nothing about this atmosphere. Well, she's down with the manosphere. She keep that book up there. That's her prized possession is men. And that scares me for her to be a woman to, well, our meaning of cape and cape or cap, or we say cape, our age shows a difference, but I'm not saying cap as in lion. I'm saying cape as in the way she caped for men. That's scary. Like your whole life revolves around men. That is scary. Your whole life revolves around telling us this is why and calling women hyenas and gutter snipes and calling them all of this. That is scary to prove your point to for a man you can't get. I could be everything that you said. I'm gonna get a man before you. The same man you trying to get, I would get him before you after you done caught me everything. And all I heard, yeah, she's single, then, but that's because her husband passed away. Nicole, stop. You mean her new husband? Yes, he is at the zoo. Yes, yes. All the guys sitting in the corner of a room, lonely and unpicked. Yeah, because for her to, she could never do a pick. She could never, which I'm quite sure she had, but she could never do a pick me video because you are a pick me woman. You are a pick me woman. You are you. That's what you do. See, the same women you talk about is the same women that I'm trying to tell you. That woman keep thinking that y'all like so lady. Them men know what they want. They ain't women ain't gotta open their mouth. So you got women that's paid for real. Paid for real. And all they did was say hello. They ain't even do nothing else but say hello. Some women didn't say nothing. And you got men sending roses to their job, sending surprise gifts. They ain't even say nothing to the man. I didn't say yesterday, Zen. I didn't say yesterday. Okay? I didn't say yesterday. I didn't say yesterday. So you could scratch that. And if she's grieving and smiling at a bunch of different men, I think her grieving is over. Her caping for different men, I guess her grieving is over. Her taking all this money from men, I guess her grieving is over. Yeah, she is the definition of a pick me. Exactly, Blanche. Definition. Pick me, pick me, pick me. I'm going to groom all these women for you. I'm going to groom. That's, yeah. Look how she be smiling. And hit that light. Look how she move her fingers. And I already know she about that money. You know, them Geminis about their money. She just couldn't be a Gemini when her husband was alive. Now her husband not here. She get to be that Gemini she always wanted to be. See, y'all women, them women stay single for a reason. Because I know if I was brought up in that type of culture, I would stay single because that's the only time you can get to be yourself. See, she's not fooling nobody. She ain't fooling nobody. Not none of us. Miss Little Gemini, you know you about that money. That money, looking at them give you that money, you the happiest person ever. So you got to sell us out to make that money. That's what you're going to do. That's what you always wanted to do. That's how you always got down. But you couldn't do it because you was married. So you had to be the good old woman. He's not here. So now you could just do you. Let me smile up on these men's face. Don't think I don't know, girl. Stop playing with me. Now let's get back to why we don't want Caucasian men, I reckon.
Bring that lackluster mentality with you. And other groups of men don't like it either. You complain about Black men and them not being worthy of you bringing forth the femininity and things of that nature, but at the same time, other men must not be worthy of it either, because even if you manage to marry them other men, rarely can you keep them, because you coming to them with that same mentality.
Girl, have you checked? Have you checked out YouTube? They're keeping the men. The men ain't going nowhere. The men, unlike the Black man, not all Black men, but unlike some Black men, the Caucasian men take you for the way. They like that. They ain't got to prove they're a man. It's the Black man who still has to prove they are a man. The Caucasian man does not. So we're not a threat to them. We are a threat to you guys. And it's sad. It's sad that we are a threat to you. But we're not a threat to them because they know who they are already. It's our men who doesn't know who they are. I've seen a lot of mixed couples stay married forever. And that man, even though he does what the ladies say, and they claim we more nicer with them. No, the heck, we are the same. But it's our men who got to keep proving every minute, I'm a man, I'm a man. You don't hear no other race of men tell you every damn minute of the day, I'm a man. Well, you better watch how you talk to me. I'm a man. I'm a man. Now I can understand you're a narcissistic man. The narcissistic people do that all day, every day. We're not talking about narcissistic people. We're not talking about people that has a spectrum of being a violent person. I'm talking about regular, ordinary men. Only Black men do that. Only Black men got videos like this that say, now the white men got the red pill. So I guess they tired of their women too, but they don't got as many videos as the Black on Black videos. So technically, we still having Black on Black crime. It goes from the street to us going back and forth with each other. And what you're saying, technically, you are in agreement with Cynthia G without you knowing that. Because if you're telling her all the reasons why, it makes her say, that's why I don't want the problem. So I don't have to go through raising these. See, what she did was she just agreed with Cynthia G without her knowing that she agreed with her. If you're telling me because this is how you raise them, and because this mother, that. So I ain't got to hear what you said because I'm not perfect for them. So you can keep what you said and go about your business. See, that's how Cynthia G can come back. She gonna clap back, chick, you go raise them. And she could say I did, but them wasn't your biological kids. That was your husband. That was your siblings. You understand? So you just made Cynthia G look more correct by telling us the things that we're doing wrong. So hey, we just not gonna do it. Now, and look at her face. They was like, they got her on the phone. They was like, Kendra, because her name is Kendra. They was like, Kendra, now you do a rebuttal to Cynthia G. You hear me? You do a rebuttal. And she was like, yes, Papi. Mm-hmm.
That you come with Black men with. The only difference is you don't have the contempt for other men that you do for Black men. But you still don't have the proper level of femininity either. Aha. Because you can't turn it on and off. Because y'all think femininity is talking soft and having nice perfume on and having hair done. Those things are nice, but that's not the end all be all, nor is it really even scratching the surface of what femininity truly is. It doesn't scratch the surface. Because all that me talk, y'all turn into whole doormats when it comes to these other men, particularly Zaddy. You don't got nothing to give. You don't got no lip. You don't got nothing to offer. You ain't got nothing to say about anything that he do. And what you don't realize is that's not femininity either. Keep telling y'all submission isn't about being a doormat. Submission is about submitting yourself to a man's mission. See, submissive women aren't these doormats and Stepford wives that you happen to think, or that the narrative is so that you can avoid being submissive to Black men. It's not about being a doormat. I've never been a doormat a day of my life. Had a 20-year marriage, though, that only ended when my husband passed away. It's the only reason why that marriage is over. And I was never a doormat. Why? Because I knew what kind of femininity, what femininity was. And I was able to give him things like insight. So that when he asked my counsel on things, I wasn't just sitting here dumb because I don't know what to say. I'm like, okay, I understood what his mission was. I understood what kind of man he was. And I gave appropriate insight and counsel to him when he asked me. Because
hey, sis, it's time for another interview. It's time for another. This the same chick that said you got to have 3 kids by 18 years old. She said you should start having kids at 13 years old. No, this is what she says. This is what she say. A pick-me sugar. Mm-hmm. Then we're gonna hear what is this one? This is why Black women are easy targets. Okay, hold on. Yeah, girl. You got to follow this. Well, she called us hyenas, right? So I had to pull up a picture of a hyena to show her she the only damn hyena. She's the only damn hyena that I see calling us hyenas and gutter snipe. I'm like, well, damn, I ain't heard the word gutter snipe and look, that's grandma words.
Perspective. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about why Black women are difficult in relationships. Now, mind you, they're really only difficult like that in relationships with Black men, which they find themselves in relationship with Black men the most out of anybody, because we know they don't really know how to divest. They can't. But that's a different story. So we're talking about why are they difficult in relationships? Because and the brothers can attest, there's always something. There's always something wrong. There's always some reason why there can't be peace. There's always some reason why things can't go smoothly. Things just can't be. Things just can't be happy. Things just can't be just, you know.
Basically, if you see that picture, she works with the Black manosphere, sis. And she is the one they put out to groom. She's the one they put out to groom young girls. Or if you're in like that particular religion, she's the groomer. She's the one that make the young girls ready to be with the old man. Because you can't tell me that two 13-year-olds could get married, or a 13 and a 17-year-old could get married, have babies, pay bills, knows how to be a good parent, when you are and even get a job. So what she's really trying to say is a 13-year-old with an adult man. I'm gonna show that video again. I just gotta remember the title. But everything she said was strictly grooming young girls. And I'm sick of it. I am sick of it. And this is what the Black manosphere people have her doing. I got to find that video and I'm going to drop the link. If that's not straight grooming, I don't know what it is. But this one, this is why we're so difficult. So, we're going to stay difficult.
Some smooth sailing in this relationship, at least most of the time. There's going to be some type of, disagreement or something like that in a relationship. especially the longer that it goes on. But that shouldn't be the tone of the relationship. There's always something going wrong. There's always somebody's always mad. Somebody's always arguing. Somebody's always upset. That shouldn't be the general tone of the relationship at all. The relationship should be peaceful things that people get into that help make them happy and help complete them. But when Black women get into relationships with Black men, most of the time it's not like that. And we're going to explore why it's not like that. So one of the first things that I think people need to understand is that Black women are taught, including myself, when we were growing up, we are taught not to make it easy for Black men to be with us. Either in the pursuit stage where they're trying to actually get with you, and even in the relationship itself, after you guys have accepted each other to be in a relationship, still you gotta keep up some type of resistance to this man. And the worst part about it is that we're taught that this is supposed to keep some type of interest, or this.
No. Funi, she's not a poor little tink. She from South Side of Chicago. Ain't no real men wanted her, so she had to cross over. She wasn't born in that religion. She from Chicago, baby. Regular projects, food stamps, parents drinking and smoking and everything else. She was about that life, but ain't no regular man wanted her. So then she converted to a orthodontic, as she says, orthodontic Muslim or whatever the heck. But no, she wasn't conditioned. She had no choice. She had no choice. She like, damn. Yeah, I had to fix that one. No, She let it be known, I'm from Chicago. If you look how she talked and how she called people names, you'll see she wasn't groomed. But let me fix that one.
This is supposed to keep him on his toes, or if you're easy to get, then he's not going to value you, and therefore you need to be difficult to get or difficult to keep, because then he'll work harder to keep you. It's real convoluted and it's real stupid, and it works against you because that's not how relationships work. That's not how men work. That's not how any of this has ever worked. Let's just understand that. None of this has ever worked like that. This is just the backwards feminine hyena tactics
that
Black women are taught as soon as they're able to even think about dating or think about boys or whatever. So we're taught to give the boys a really, really, really hard time, even after and during the relationship. Give them a hard time.
I keep telling you, don't make me pull out my picture of a hyena. You look just like one. I would never call nobody a hyena, then look in the mirror and I actually look like a hyena. Who does that? Who does that? I mean, like, seriously. Don't make me pull out my hyena pictures, your family members, because you look just like them. Then she married an old man and he passed. Why was she? That's because she's a groomer.
In keeping with that, you gotta find a way to treat this dude bad. You gotta find some area in the relationship where you're just not gonna give him what he wants.
Exactly.
You're just not gonna give it to him specifically because he wants it. There's no problem. It's not like you can't. It's just that you won't. And she's not doing it because to give your man, especially if he's Black, to give your man things that he needs in this relationship and things that he wants in this relationship is seen as lowering the value of her as a Black woman, period. You're never supposed to give a man anything, really, that he wants in a relationship. If he say he want it it's become your job to keep it from them. Basically, you got to play keep away with all of the things that make a relationship worth being in a relationship, especially for men. So Black women are taught to play keep away with that. If he likes her sex a lot, start playing with that. Keep that away. You know what I'm saying? No, you can't have that. I don't feel good. I don't. And you can't. And we not doing that. You think you finna do that? You think you finna get some? You know, and all of that type of stuff just because she knows he enjoys having sex with her. So even if she enjoys it as well, she'll play keep away with him. If he enjoys her to be cooking and he enjoy her food and stuff like that, she'll not cook or not cook as often. Or he has a favorite dish, she won't cook it. You ain't getting that just because he says he wants it. So it now becomes her job to not give it to him. And this is a really crazy pathology that keeps Black relationships in a state of failure. Okay? In a state of failure. Because it's not our job as women to keep away things in a relationship, because when he starts keeping away stuff you want, you ready to leave. Period, point blank. You gone. And you going out with a bang. You're not even going quietly. You going out and you going to drag him as you go. You're going to try to make his life not worth living. If you got anything to say about it.
But
we're actually going to go deeper than that.
Oh,
the deeper? Understanding is even among deeper? These Black women is that Black men are not on their level. And when I say not on their level, I don't mean the cap that they come in here talk about money and housing and this and that. The real truth about it, and I need y'all to lean a little closer.
No, we got to go back.
The real truth is that in the eyes of these gynocrats, Black men are not as human as them.
Oh, hell yeah.
Not human.
You hear this shit?
Do you understand?
You hear this
shit? That's what she means by you're not on her level. I'm a human being with a full range of feelings. You have to consider, because I'm more valuable than you, because you're subhuman and I don't have to give you consideration that you give me. Trust what I'm saying. It might be hard to swallow, and some of them might come and try to say that's not true. But I double dog dare any of them to say that that's not true, because that is the underlying understanding.
Listen, I don't double dog me. So what you trying to say, chick? You trying to say we don't see them as human? You trying to say we go up, we messing with the aliens like a young Pharaoh? We messing with men that's not human, right? You're subhuman. Yo, where did she get this shit from, yo? Yo, sometimes I can't even drag her because she's just funny. Now us women are messing with aliens. We messing with aliens. Y'all didn't know that? Yes, you know how I think she is great. She is subhuman. Oh my, me, oh my.
He's not human like you. So because he's not human, brothers, I need y'all to hear this. And gynocrats too, I need y'all to hear this too. Because he's not human, she's not under any obligation to reciprocate good treatment. So this is why a Black man can be doing everything that a man is supposed to do, and it's like nothing to her, because he's not even really human anyway. And because of that, because he's lower than her, he was supposed to serve her anyway, so she don't care. This is what you're supposed to do.
That's right.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yes, ma'am.
So she's not under any obligation to reciprocate any good treatment.
Remember
that I told you that these gynocrats have the same exact viewpoint of Black men that Zaddy has. See, Black men don't experience pain. According to her, Black men don't experience emotional pain like people do.
Oh,
See, other men are human.
Thank you.
Black men are not.
Oh,
you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
This is what a gynocrat thinks. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Other men are human beings, which is why she could get with him and have respect and be a woman with him. But with the black man, he's not a human. He's not human. So therefore, she can hurt him. She can ruin his life. She can damage him emotionally, physically, financially, whatever the case may be, and not blink an eyelash, not a wink of sleep. Oh yeah, he'll do it. You know what I'm saying? He'll get over it because you're not human, black man, in the eyes of these gynocrats. Period, point blank. This is why relationships are so difficult with her, because you're entering in the relationship regardless of your status as a man, regardless of your status as in masculinity. I'm telling you, this is for the brothers. I need you to hear me. Regardless of that, when you enter into a relationship with one of these gynocrats, none of that means nothing. You're not as human as her. Therefore, this is why she could get into relationships with 5 kids and 8 baby daddies and still think.
But the thing is, who are these videos for? If you called us the other side and you called us the gynocrats, why are you worried about us? And where these good men at? You ain't ever point us to these good men yet. Now you want us to do all this dumbass shit. Where these good men at? Where they at? Where they at? Why you do some background checks on the men who give you money to talk this bullshit? Where they at? I mean, you fixing us gynocrats up, right? You letting us know these men are human. You letting us know these men have feelings. And we should do whatever they say, because they have feelings. All right, where they at? Shit, you fixing me for who? For who? For who? Because and her chat is filled with the kind of men who watch Keisha. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go through the you know what? I'm gonna go through her chat. I'm glad you reminded me, Blakk. I love my chat. I love my chat. I love my chat. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna get Foony Fee in here. She'll give us another interview when she had the time. Because she did another video. I saw her. It was powerful. It was powerful. My girl does some powerful videos. If y'all don't have my sister Foony Fee, go check my girl out, definitely. But let's go through her chat. Let's stroll on down. Okay, we don't want to show the chat. We're going to show. Okay, Timothy says, a woman told me I was a problem because I live alone. I have peace and quiet. Okay, this is not the first time I heard this thing about being subhuman. So because you live alone, the woman said to you that you were not human. That's a bunch of bullshit. And the one, my life matters, just can't resist being mean, combative. The nerve of us to have an opinion. No opinion, damn it. And then this chick goes, I hate when they write a fucking book. Just write a sentence. Damn. I am a woman of color, and I know I'm going to get negative feedback about what I'm about to say. My experience with Black men as a whole is they are not only difficult in relationships with men, however, they are difficult in the workplace, out of the workplace, you name it. Okay. Many Black women bring nothing but drama, strong personality, strife, jealousy, competition, and much more. Sorry, but I was taught differently. Oh, my experience with Black women as a whole is that they are not only difficult in relationships. You're a woman of color, Right? Yo, these women. Did y'all hear what she said? Did y'all snipers? Did y'all hear snipers? Did y'all hear what this chick said? She said, I am a woman of color and I'm going to get negative. Now, you know, you're not going to get no negative feedback talking about those gynocrats with that hyena and shit, right? But my thing is, what you just said was very hypocritical. Very hypocritical. What is her name? S. Barrett. Because if you are so nice, people are going to be nice back to you. So what do you just sit in your corner and just don't be seen and watch everybody else's behavior? Oh, that's her boyfriend. Oh, I knew it wasn't no real woman. Okay, Blanche, you be hitting it on her now. I knew that wasn't from no damn woman. How you know they difficult at work? Nothing but drama. So all the men at work act nice and accordingly. Now she would have to be at a. First of all, what job is you talking about? Because if the boss and the person who signs her check is a Caucasian man, what that got to do with you? Unless the boss is a black man, and again, what does that have to do with you? And how does she still have a job? So yeah, that's her man. That's her man. That's her man who wrote that. And then Terminator says, if you make it difficult to be with you, you will find yourself alone, just like the hyena right there. Also, if you don't treat him good, someone else will. Okay. Oh, that's a burner page. See, they can't fool y'all. They cannot fool the snipers. Y'all too smart for them. Y'all too smart for them. Let's finish listening to what the hyena crew have to say. Okay. Then Igna says, ma'am, you are the epitome of what a melanin woman is supposed to be. So go get her. When you open your mouth, your words impregnate minds. No, impregnated your mind. So go marry her. Thank you for remaining true and consistent. You go get her. She got all the men after her. Oh, flirt. Personally, I have definitely felt like this in a lot of relationships. Well, look at you, Jess Mello. You're not the cutest thing to know that I've been in with black women. Like her feelings were the only feelings that actually mattered. Now I know why. But I thought y'all said we was emotional and y'all was logical. That's what I thought you said in your other video. We emotional and they logical. Y'all gotta stop contradicting yourself. Now, Nick, the first he gotta change his day. I always notice that they do seem to behave way better and are way more quite feminine and respectful when in relationships, but no, that is not true. I thought it was just me. No, you are paranoid. She a black woman herself. Of course she know what the problem is. Bobby, shut up. Now, we got M. Recede. This is so insightful. This explains why whenever a brother is treated like he's valued by another woman, the black woman who believes she's better than him makes it her mission to destroy his self-esteem, relationship, bad, shot by playing gatekeeper. Oh, goodness. Ah. And then she could hit, there go Furious, and these are all men. Okay, after months and months of my speculation about Kim Kerr motives, I've come to the conclusion she's not a chameleon. She is legit and sincere because she provides insight into the strategies. Now listen to this. She provides insight into strategies that can slash will help men protect themselves from the modern woman. So forget protecting the women. You got to protect the men. And here go Denise. This is despicable. Some women have this mentality towards our men. Black men are priceless and worthy and have every right to exist just as we do. This makes me appreciate my husband even more. Well, Denise, you have no choice too. You ain't the cutest thing neither. Now, how miserable and low self-esteem are women who do this, and they wonder why only Pookie and Ray Ray stay. Cause Pookie and Ray Ray be slaying, okay? This here go Denise again, who's not the cutest thing. When you said black women don't see black men as human, that was an aha moment. To me, that says that old age of all men are dogs. She feels all black men are dogs and she treats them accordingly. Black women just mad at her for talking about it, but she's not exposing everything. All you got to do is read the Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. You will never have another problem again. So everybody go get that book so we could know what to act like to keep y'all away from us. Well, thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. Yeah, they give me a exactly, Charlene. That girl, okay. Exactly. She's probably the reason people are difficult to her. If drama is always following her, is thank you. I love my snipers. Whoop 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 whoop. My snipers ain't no joke. Y'all read through all this bullshit, and all of us is good people. I mean, with these hyenas, with these hyena people. So let's get back to her bull crap. Ah, then Tanya K says she's getting ready to say goodbye. I gotta get into that. Who's she saying goodbye to? Because I hope it ain't Cynthia, because they would have made a good peer. They would have made a good actual. Sometimes it just takes a little understanding. But let's go.
She deprived, but I digress. Black men don't have any inherent value. She's the only one in a relationship that has inherent value. Black men don't have any. Black men in a relationship with black women have the value that she assigns to him. Not more, not less. Okay? She assigns value. So if she assigns sexual value, then that's what he's worth. If she assigns monetary value, then that's what he's worth. Because of this, she has to make sure not to assign too much value, lest he get to thinking that he's valuable. Lest he gets to thinking that he should expect good treatment from her. She makes sure not to praise him too much for any good that he does. Make sure not to be giving him too many accolades where he becomes proud of himself, where his esteem is lifted, where she's offering the mutual validation in a relationship. She makes sure not to validate him too much, because if she validates him, quote unquote, too much, then he comes to be expecting to be treated like a man, like a human being in this relationship, and she does not regard him this way. He is not a man in the sense, not only does she degrade his masculinity, he's not a man as in he's not a human male. He's a subhuman male. He has the look of a human being, but he doesn't have the inherent value of a human being. In her eyes, she's the only one that actually carries that value, which is why she always say she's the prize in the relationship. What makes her the prize? She has humanity. What makes Black men never a prize, no matter what he does, because he doesn't have humanity. I need that to be understood. I need that to be known.
What men are you talking about? Damn it. Where are these men you talking about? Because one minute you talking about poo-poo, pookies, and ray-rays, but how you know you're not defending pookies and ray-rays? See, she's another one who talks. She's another one who talks without having a plan. She's another one who talks without separation, but then she wants to talk about separation. Because what you're saying is you're not teaching women how to vet out a man. You're not teaching a woman about the men you are talking about. You're not even saying where these men are. All you're saying is the man. So now you want us to really, really like be nice to Pookie and Ray Ray and cater to Pookie and Ray Ray and cook for Pookie and Ray Ray and do all these things for Pookie and Ray Ray? Pookie, like you said, it's not about money or anything. So what are you saying? Again, stop grooming us to treat these men like freaking kings because you like attention from many men. Your whole damn chat is men, damn near. Your whole damn comment section is men, damn near. And if you are a woman who's married to a man, and then it takes another woman to tell you now I appreciate my husband even more, I would divorce you. I would, if I was the man and I seen that comment, I would divorce you the next morning. I'll be at the courthouse the first thing smoking. Do you understand? There's no way I've been married to you and I've been talking to you and you're going to let what a woman say for you to say I appreciate you more. Bitch, then you need to go be with her. Because if I've been talking to you, yeah, I appreciated you. But now I'm appreciate you more because this woman told me to. No, I would never wrote that comment. It took for a woman to say that. Are you crazy? You married to me. It shouldn't have to, no woman should tell you to honor me. You should have been doing this already. So I'd have been still treated a certain way unless this woman said, no, 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 no. I ain't talking about boyfriend and girlfriend. She said, this makes me appreciate my husband even more. So you wasn't that means you was not appreciating him, but just a little bit. So you was one of them hyena women that she's talking about who needed to hear her lesson to know how to treat her husband. I want a divorce. I want a divorce. I want a divorce. I'm not saying some people don't need help, but I'm saying, damn, when you're married to somebody and they're telling you something, then that means you got to get your communication skills up. You need to learn how to communicate and listen to him. Yeah, these things you got to learn how to do. But I don't think because of a woman said it, it just clicked. No, that take practice. Sometimes you should want to do that anyway. Just because it's your husband, you should want to say, how do I make this better? Like, okay, he's telling me this, or I'm acting like this. See, people have to learn how to check themselves. But the way she says it as it's all about the man and how we treat the man. And these men talking about, well, I had an ex-girlfriend. No, you could have had a narcissistic girlfriend. The thing is, I'm sorry, y'all can use her all you want. Talking about, and people end up with 8 kids. Well, damn, they was able to find how many baby daddies and how many did you get? One. We ain't that bad. And we keep getting men. Women is that terrible. And they get men like that. And they got the cat, gynecostic, whatever she said. I says it right when I want to. But my thing is, they getting a bunch of men for bad behavior. And you have to deground, you have to degrade them. So now you can get men. Because you can't do what they do. And that's why you mad. That's why you mad, sister gynocrats. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Is that even a real word? Hold on. Let me see. Because she done pissed me off. Let me see if that's a real word. What's the meaning of gynocrats? I want it the way she says it. Damn it. Stop playing with me. Gynocrat. I say gynocrat. My phone gives me no crack. It says no crack. And no crack is what? Oh shit. They got a there is a product called no crack. I said gynocrat. My phone gave me no crack. And there is a damn it's a hand cream called no crack. Isn't that something? That's not what I said. Hey God. Gynocrat. Yep, it's not a real word. Gynocrat. I got to spell this out. I don't like you. They got gynecologists. Okay, they got gynocracy. Let's see what that is. Oh, political supremacy of women. Oh well. Oh well. We don't want nothing. First of all, every war that was started was by a damn man. Maybe a woman should be more women in office. Damn it. Shit, everything that fell is because of man. Stop blaming women. How many lives has been taken because men in their wars? Men wanting to conquer land because they wanted to control. One man wanted to control the whole damn earth. So now each section of the earth have to fight to keep their section of the earth. They wanted to take over everything. That's a man that want to do that. Don't tell me. Stop playing with me, chick. Us women stay in our lane. And then it could never be governed by a woman or by a single woman. First of all, if you're a heterosexual woman, we don't want to be telling men what to do. We like a scent of a man. We like the scent of a man. Ain't no damn gynocrat. You got us twisted, chick. You's the gynocrat. You the single woman that's governing and stuff, getting money from men. I want to do the Tanya TKO. I would like to do her, but I got to make sure that she's finished. I think her and Cynthia G has parted ways, but I think that they should never have. I don't think they should have parted ways. I think they should have been friends. I think they should be friends. I think that when somebody brought up a Tiny TKO and she specifically said, I'm not talking about her. No, we're gonna watch this video later. I'm trying to hold on so she can finish so we can watch it, Charlene. Who's that beautiful baby behind you? Let me see you, Charlene. Oh, that's a little boy. Hey, cutie. She got the nice dimples. You are beautiful, Charlene. You are a beautiful lady. But my thing is, when Cynthia G, um, um, I know, I see. That's why I put the picture out there. He's a handsome young fellow too. But I think when Cynthia, somebody see what it is, people try to egg you on. And Cynthia G specifically said yesterday, I'm not talking about her. And that part is true. When a lioness come after you, we don't mince our words. We don't make you assume anything. If we're pissed, we're coming straight for you. That game we don't play. And I think Tanya should have really understood that for her being a lioness herself. If Cynthia G says she's not talking about her, then you should have known that yourself because you don't play them games neither. But I think was that uh I think that Tanya is one of them lioness, which I truly understand because that's why I can relate a little bit more to her. They're more about doing their own thing. It's not about being dominant or not dominant. But Cynthia G, on her behalf, she has to be rough and tough because a lot of people come after her. More people come after her than Tanya. Cynthia G been doing this for a while. She's set. She's already keeping her barrels loaded at all times. Her her her, her thing is loaded at all times. That's why she had to become an extremist. So I think that's where the only problem was they should have just been guests on each other's shows here and there. But Tanya's, like I said, she's more like me. She got to do her own thing. She cannot follow people. She got to do things and see things out and stuff like that. Right? But it doesn't change that both of y'all are lioness. It doesn't change that y'all do have things in common. It doesn't change that neither one of y'all play certain games. But like I said, Tanya didn't realize she has became an extremist because she has to go after the manosphere people. She got to be clocked and ready at all times. So she have learned to talk a little bit faster. She had to learn to talk over you. That's how you win an argument. You keep talking over a person. You don't let them get a word in, and you hit them with facts, 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 facts. And then Leo style, we're going to make sure your facts mean nothing. And we don't care about your facts. This is what I'm saying. So I think that they should have learned each other because they already understand each other, but I don't think Tanya understood Cynthia's stand. But I understand Tanya's stand too because she was getting in the midst of that mess and she didn't want to stay in that mess because she doesn't agree with it. That's why I said I understand her a little bit more because that's how I am. I can't do the following thing. That's why I could never be in none of these things. I could never be like in a cult or a gang or anything like that, because when I'm ready to move, I'm ready to move. I can't wait for no permission to move, permission to go to the bathroom, or you better go beat that person up, or you need to go do this. No, not need to do this, do that. I can't live like that. I cannot live like that. I have to do things my own way. So I'm trying to stall some time so we can get the goods and find out what's going on. Maybe we could help them be friends again. Because the name of the video is, where is it? Oh, this is where we part ways. Let me see. Let me see. We're going to sneak in a little bit, okay, guys? Y'all down with me to sneak in? We're going to sneak in here. Because I need to know what happened. And y'all need to know what happened. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Give me time, baby. Just a little bit. This is for fair use purposes. Fair use purposes. For educational and entertainment purposes. Thank you. This will be for fair use. Let's just kiss and say goodbye.
End of the road in a certain direction, etc., etc. Come on in. It feels so quiet without the comments on the screen, right? You are a. Let me see if I can get my Apple screen. Oh, my apples are not connected. That is not the right screen. This is not the right. And going about your business. So for some of you who some people don't know what has been going on, etc., etc., but pretty much this is basically the gist of what has been going on. There are people who have decided that they are not in tuned and in line with my message, right? And that they don't feel that I'm the right content creator for them, right? And rather than just going about their business and living their best life, they want to stop and come back to try to kick blows or throw blows from behind a nameless, faceless computer screen, etc., etc. And all I have to say about that
But
is,
that's not what
listen,
happened, T.
if there is somebody that you don't resonate with, remember I say this all the time, ASV, absence speak volumes. If you have relationships in your life,
But if she's talking about that situation, I'm gonna wait till she say a name. I'm gonna wait till she say a name. But the girl specifically said when it was the people, and see, that's where the snipers come in at. That's where the snipers come in at. If you see somebody trying to egg on or come after somebody, you zap their ass. So when she knew that the chat, some of her people, some of her people was in Cynthia's chat, because that's how it go. And they're gonna protect their people. So they saw it as she was taking jabs at her. But Cynthia G said no. Remember, guys? Remember? I played it
right?
yesterday.
If you have relationships in your life
I played it
where,
yesterday.
oh, my thing is not, I don't know what's going on. You know what? It's like I have to reconnect this thing. If you have relationships in your life where you have, let's see, if you have relationships, I'm sorry, if you have relationships in your life Oh, I don't know what's going on. Why is it doing that? Ah, okay, I see, I see, I see, I see. I see. Need to expose. A lot of you have been talking to me about that. A lot of you have been talking to me about Meek Mill and his bus. People have been talking to me about a few different things behind the scenes. And then Kodak Black, they say was groping his mother.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go to watch the video about that, but that sounds like a mess in and of itself. I don't know what the hell is going on out in these streets. So this is why we need to have these conversations so that we can be able to jump into the other content, because I just want to state this for the record, right? I want to state, so some people are saying that they're so lost. Okay, so let me tell you all what is going on and what has been going on, right? I participated in a panel a few days ago. And when I was on the panel, this is from the concealer. This is the concealer palette that is in my collection, which I am coming out with for this Christmas, right? So as we talk, I will be doing my makeup. So don't worry, when you get your collection, we will have a makeup party where we do our makeup together and I show you how to use all of the pieces. So don't you worry. All right. So nonetheless, right? So nonetheless, I was on this panel the other day. And when I was on the panel, there was a direction that that things were going in on the panel, and I decided to present a more neutral, what do you call this, point of view, right? More neutral, for instance, more points of view, broader depth and breadth for things that could be outside of what it is that we've considered or talking about or we're presenting, right? And then there were some people who decided, oh, well, they're going to start calling me names. They're going to this, that, and the other. And then from there, right? And then from there, there have actually been people who are working on trying to get a name for themselves who decided that then was the perfect time to strike. That they saw, that they felt that I was in a weakened state and that was the time to strike. Right? Listen, listen. Philstein is saying, I didn't see the live, hence why I feel lost. There's really nothing for you to feel lost about. It's really, I'm giving you the summation right here, right? Because there's a few other things that are going on behind the scenes that I'm not speaking about publicly because there's certain things that I just don't do. There's certain things I just don't do. Like you won't catch me beefing and all this other stuff. You won't catch me beefing with black women. You won't catch me doing that. Can you name a time that you have ever seen me doing that? If you see me going back and forth and making videos and getting vitriolic and doing, I don't do all of that. You know, that's just not my steez. You know, I got things that I got to do. I got a life that I'm living. You know what I mean? I got a family. I got myself. I got my business. I just don't have the time to be involved in some of that stuff. That stuff to me is small, petty, small-sighted, nearsighted, all of that, right? So nonetheless, homeless dignity challenge. No, I haven't seen that, but I hope that it's a good thing, you know. Somebody says, Sai, I wish female content creators would have a lasting relationship. You know, I think I'm starting to realize that there are some divots that exist in our community that leave us vulnerable to certain things because we're not addressing them, right? So I just want to say this for the record, right? If there's a content creator, if there's somebody in your life that you don't resonate with, by all means, leave that person alone and go find your tribe. This goes for if you're dating, this goes for if you're friends. I don't believe in frenemies.
All right, baby.
I don't believe in frenemies.
Thank you.
I feel that that's a waste of your time and resource. Time is the most precious commodity that we have. And having frenemies and having people in you that have access to you that you just don't vibe with or whatever. I don't believe in that. I feel that if you don't vibe, if you are with a man and he's not doing things how you like it done, or you're with a woman and she's not doing things how you like it done, you know what I mean? Sit back, watch how they roll, make a mental note, and go do what it is that you need to do in response to that. So, for all of the people who feel that I'm a mammy or a pick me and all of this, and you don't feel that I can assist you, I'm the right person to assist you on your journey, and you feel that there's other messaging that is more in line with where it is that you're going and what it is that you're doing and where you want to be in life, go there, do that. But what you don't do, don't don't lower your vibration. Well, don't turn yourself into a bad person by then sitting up there and attempting to disparage. You don't have to sit up there cursing anybody out and trying to talk down on them and all of this. That you don't have to do that. Just go. Just go. It's as simple as that. Just go. Just go. That makes sense, right? Because what type of vibration does it put you in to be standing up there calling people names? What type of energy does that put you in? I mean, if you think about it, like if you try, I don't know how many of you have entered into an argument online and you start saying this stuff about somebody and you start feeling this feeling in the pit of your stomach that lets you know that's not right. That's not okay. Tell me, if that has happened to you, put up the number 1. If that has never happened to you, go ahead and put up the number 2. I want to see who feels what way out there, because
Well,
I
they
want
in
to
the
see
chat, then they ain't had no
if I'm the
argument.
only one who
Well, you're a
experiences
content creator, so
stuff
it will
like
be
that. I want
different.
to see. I want to see.
You're a content creator, it will be different.
Not uniform, right? From the 13 years that I've been online, because we've watched some of my old videos, right? We've watched some of my old videos. And even in the old videos, we were still saying the same thing, right? And even in some of my old videos, we were still saying the same thing. So if you feel that whatever it is that I said on the panel, right, contradicted or was hypocrisy or all of that, that means that you really haven't been hearing me. And look, it is okay. I'm giving you the opportunity right now. I'm talking to you outright, right? To please, by all means, if you feel that I'm not the right content creator for you, if your eyes have been opened, right? If your eyes have been opened, then by all means, if you've opened up to the fact that, and then I'm going to tell you this, right? As a matter of fact, I had an epiphany on that panel, and I realized that the work that I thought that women were doing, women were not doing. I had an epiphany, and I am actually going to be changing my messaging, because as Black women, I feel that we have departed from doing our own work into looking at how we feel other people are the problem. How we feel that other people, when this world is really a world that shows up as a reflection of you. And there's some people who are not really ready to hear that. They're not really ready to hear that.
I was trying to
And
tell
I'm
y'all.
going to be doing videos going forward that are going to be examining Black women and the ways that we are showing up and what it is that we are doing, because our lives are our creation. Our lives are our creation. So I like that. I feel like the color came together well. Inside of the vegan makeup pack, you are going to get a palette to be able to create the perfect shade for you. So like people are like, oh, how do I know that that the makeup is going to be my shade? I don't wear foundation. So you will have the concealer palette in there, which will have different colors that you mix together. And you can also mix this with another concealer that you're wearing if you want to get, if you want to do that. But me personally, I just use what is on the palette right here. Right. I see there's a lot of you who don't even know what this is what I'm saying. There's some of you who know about the panel, there's some people who don't. I was on a panel a few days ago where um we were discussing some ideas about bringing solutions for Black women, right? And we were attempting to flesh out these ideas and what it looks like in application, or what it would look like in application. And I feel that we were crossing into some territory that really raises some questions, right? That really raises some questions. Don't worry, in the next video, oh, that is perfect. I love that. Don't
Hey,
worry, in the
Foot.
next video after this one, I'm going to show you all some comments that were disturbing comments that I feel need to be addressed. Because I feel that we as Black women, we feel that we should get a pass for being Black women and still express some dangerous and disturbing ideas. So in the next video from this one, we are going to I'm going to show you some comments and we're going to have that discussion. And you know what, as a matter of fact, we may need to open up the phone lines and have a discussion about some of your thoughts about that before we get into, all right, I love this. I feel like I did a perfect job with, there we go. Perfection. Now, from there, where do we go? Get my eyes prepped. So you will have an eyeshadow prep in bright and glittery. Somebody came in late because they didn't hear me mention Meek Mill already. Yeah, so web is on. Okay, so we're gonna try open that. If my channel isn't the right channel for you, by all means, find a channel that is and do your thing. Hello?
Hello, Miss Tanya.
Hey, you're on the air live. Let me get you off of both speakers. Give me 1 second. All right, there you go. And there's an echo going on in the background for you too.
Yeah, let me get my volume down.
All right. Well, welcome
Okay,
in.
I'm
Welcome.
down.
Yeah, what is your name?
Miss C.
Hey, Miss C. So talk to me.
Okay, Miss Tanya. I am 55 years old, and all of the things that you all talk about, and I've been there, so I get it. And I love your message about self-love, and I hope that you continue to. I think I heard you just say that you were going to change your messaging. I would love to see. I would love to see you cater to Black women and Black girls, and really maybe just leave Black men out of the discussion. I mean, because we have so much work that needs to be done. And I mean, we get it historically from the time we were on the continent to we got here to today. We all know what's happening. And if we don't, it's a simple Google search away. But I just want to give you an example. I'm a teacher, and I've been a teacher since forever, 1988. And today in a class that I substituted for online, so I've been doing virtual for the last 2 years since COVID. And I've been teaching kids with this company in South Carolina, Louisiana, Texas, some other places, but kids from all over. You know what I'm saying? Today I was in Milwaukee. Those kids were horrendous, and the girls were worse than the boys.
She
shot me a double bird.
Okay. Oh, what?
She shot me a double bird because I was telling them to stop being loud and getting up and being disrespectful. I mean, all of this is through the computer, so it's already hard. She shot me a double bird, continued to be disruptive, loud, disgraceful. It was heinous. And, you know, the little teacher who was in the room with them, she's an older woman with a heart problem, and she's trying to control the situation. And I'm loud because you're not going to disrespect me, because I'm an old school gangster teacher. I'm not going for that new school. I'll let you call me whatever you want. She called me a bald-headed B word.
Excuse me, how old is this child?
This is high school.
So she's
This is, I
16,
think,
15 to
between
8.
between ninth and 10th grade. Yes,
So about 15, 16 years old.
yes. And I'm telling you, I've been a teacher for 35 years. I've seen it. I've
Okay.
been called a bee before. In Texas, I was called a bald-headed bee. But when the conference came and the mother wanted to chastise me, the
Mm-hmm.
conference came and I said, "Well, your daughter called me a fat ass bee," and the daughter said, "No, I didn't. I called you a bald-headed ass bee."
Oh, so she had to correct what type of bee she called you in front of her mother.
She had to correct me exactly, and her mother still wanted to chastise me. I got up from the table and I said, "I don't do these kind of parent-teacher conferences. That's out," and I left. The girl today told the teacher that was in the room that her mother, the lady said, "Well, she doesn't talk to her mother like that." And the little girl said, "My mother knows what I do. She knows how I act, and she'll come up to the school and she'll fight you."
Mm-hmm.
We need to work on women and girls,
No, she's
because what
good.
these
She's
Negroes did
changing
or
up.
didn't
She's
do is
changing up. She's
irrelevant at
changing
this
up.
point. I get the other messages coming through, and I want Sin and everybody else to go hard, because these men need to be made accountable. And there are men in this so-called manosphere who are dogging us,
Yep.
who are saying everything,
Yep.
and they need it. They need to get drilled. They need to get roasted. They need to be held accountable for what
Mm-hmm.
they're doing. But everybody doesn't need to have the same message.
That's
So
what
if you
I
want to
just
have a different
said.
message, have it. And like, I'm looking at this chat right now,
That's
and
what I
because I wasn't
just
looking at
said.
it, but I'm looking at this chat right now, and I'm seeing people talk about mammies this and mammies that. They can kiss my mammy ass, okay? I don't have to say I'm not a mammy. I've been in this game for a long time. I don't have time for foolishness, period, from nobody. And if I'm
Yeah.
trying to deal with these children and raise up these children, then we're going to have to recognize the fact that we got young ladies out here who need us. It ain't
Mm-hmm.
always about these men. These men is done. They
Mm-hmm.
done. I don't have nothing for no men, no Negroes,
You
no
from
nobody.
Brooklyn?
I don't have nothing for them. We got to focus. If that's what you want to do, then that's what you need to do. You want to change your message, you want to do something and try to help women and leave men out of the conversation, that's fine. But I'm going to tell you right now, I love Cynthia's content. I love it. And like she said, if you want to carry men and give birth to them, then go right ahead. If you don't, close your womb. It's room in this party for
What
everybody.
I just said.
So, all the little children in your chat who want to talk about me and talk about a lot of old Black women are problematic, things like that. I got your problematic right here.
I would really love it if we could talk about your comments, because addressing people in the comments is moot because you're on the phone with me. So utilize that time.
Right. I stopped looking at the comments because I wasn't. And then I just happened to look over. And that's the thing that I don't like about a lot of content. Anybody wants to say something different, then the people start calling you names. I got out of a couple of other
See,
content creators who, because the people in their comments were rude and disrespectful.
exactly. Sometimes the people in your comments is what will spam your channel, and get your channel taken. Like, people will send people to your chat to spam your chat. And like I said, them two sisters right there, the only thing is that one wants to, they both want to do what they want to do, but the only thing I could say, I'm trying to keep the peace here, is that Cynthia G is more of an extremist because she's been doing extreme things. She's going against extreme men. So one balance out the other. But she's not the extremist. She's more of, I get her very well. I get her. She's more like, I'm gonna tell it like it is. But she needs Tanya needs a revolution, where Cynthia G does not. Cynthia G is like, I'm gonna do this, that's it. They both two are the same kind. They both are two minus. They both. But I feel that um I feel that, if I know I got an extremist on my page and we still cool, you do you, and I come on your chat sometime, but I'm still over here and do me, you know? But at least it was straight at her. It wasn't like how Chrislene and that other chick did. That was funked up. I would have to scratch some eyeballs out. That was undercover. This is all, I mean, this is no real, this is more coming from the people in the chat. Yeah, it's the people in the chat, It wasn't their beef. Just say, okay, I'm thinking I want to do other issues, but you're as a streamer, but you can't. Remember, Cynthia G been dragged by Cynthia. She has not been dragged more than Cynthia G. But nonetheless, it's not like who's been dragged the most. It's not a pissing contest. But I'm saying that's the reason why, not the guy. I don't know what I said. But I'm just saying that Cynthia G has, the way Cynthia G's been dragged, because she's dealing more with the manosphere, the alpha fair, and all these other people. And this is what you say to us. So guess what? I can say it right back to you. What ninja? What ninja? They just have two different styles. That's it. They just have two different styles. But one thing for sure, when they threw Tanya's name up, because I played it yesterday, when they threw Tanya's name, Cynthia G shut that down really quick. Y'all saw it, didn't y'all see it? She shut it down. She said, no, I am not saying her. If I wanted to say something to her, it would be behind the scenes. It would not be where you guys can hear me. I did not say her name. I'm just talking in general. So right there, she did shut it down. But sometimes you got the chat. I know your chat love you and everything, but the chat, don't let people from the other side come in and spam your chat. Forget that. That help you lose your page. People like, oh, it's just a chat. No, you keep letting that algorithm see the stuff that's in your chat. They will close your page down. That's why they made moderators, because somebody has to control the comments in the chat. It's not about defending anybody. That's spam. But hopefully we want to finish hearing this out. Hopefully they have a solution, and what this lady saying is true. I don't know. I like her. I like the both of them, actually. They just two are the same people, but on different coins. She like Cynthia G would be like, Tanya could be having a beef and Cynthia G coming in and set it off. Yeah, she has Mars. I'm saying Mars because Foot Soldier put Mars. I said, yeah, she got Mars. She has Mars, but sometimes she has like over 1,000 people in her room. So it moves very fast. It moves very fast.
Just like that little girl in my class today, rude and disrespectful. And that's something that we need to learn to do. Not be rude and not be disrespectful. Because I say all the time, if you have self-love, if you love yourself, then you won. You already won. I've been showing a poem in my classes for Hispanic Heritage Month. And the brother Alejandro Jimenez, he said, love is rebellious. Just to love is to be rebellious. It's rebellion to have a loving heart and a loving spirit. And that's what I said to those kids. Love yourself, because self-love is a rebellious thing. Self-love is a galaxy all its own.
That's interesting.
Period.
That's an interesting poem. That's interesting. Love is rebellious. Especially in a world where, there's so much coming up that tries to stop people from love. That's interesting, especially with us being so disconnected from it. That's very interesting. That's interesting.
I found it interesting too. That was one of the things where I stopped it and said to the kids, y'all write this down. This is what you need to write down.
Okay. All right.
I find it interesting, Tanya, that I'm telling you all that I've been a teacher for 35 years. That means I've taught through the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s. As a young teacher, and I was trying to teach Black love and self-respect and Black issues, the older teachers used to say, you're going to get in trouble. You better stop. You're going to get in trouble for teaching that black stuff. And they were dead serious.
Oh, wow.
So like, throughout 3 decades, we still can't have a conversation about where we need to go as a collective, as a people. Like it or not like it, we are a collective.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's all I want to say, Miss Tanya.
All right. Well, thank
I
you
did
so
all
much for calling in and giving your point of view. Thank you.
Thank you. You take care now. Peace.
Bye-bye. All right. So let me just say this, because I see that there are people who are speculating in the comments area, right? Look, I can tell from the ways that that some people, can I find the brush that I want? Here it is. I found it. I can tell from the ways that some people are. Oh goodness, the line is ringing. Hold on. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Tony?
Your name is Tony?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. What is your comment today?
Okay. I definitely enjoy your content. My husband does as well. And I did see the panel. I caught it late, but I did catch the panel.
Mm-hmm.
I understand exactly what you're saying, but it's funny that just last week, I was talking to my husband about the content that you guys do collectively. And he was saying, I think Tanya's going to walk away. And I know he's listening right now. So hi, hon. Yeah, he says, I think Tanya's going to walk away from this. And I'm like, you think so? And he says, yes. I'm like, okay. And it was interesting to see you walk away because I think at some point during the argument, I was reading the comment section too. And what I realized was that people forgot that the initial video started with what was said by the two commenters about a child. And if the hierarchy of things is that in the community is that the men were not necessarily over us, but the men are supposed to be the leaders and they're not acting like leaders. And we've been stepping up to act like leaders. Then what happens to when us as women who are, as the men would say, are the matriarch of the community, or we're acting as if we're the matriarch of the community, start acting as if we too don't care for a segment of our community that is a part of our community, the most vulnerable part of the community. Now, I'm going to say again, I don't care what another woman chooses to do with her womb. But once a child is here, that child needs to be cared for. That child needs not just a mom that love it or a father that love it. That child needs community. And if a segment of the community is ostracizing a child that doesn't have the ability to correct, that doesn't even have the ability to understand why it's being ostracized, which is what everyone is claiming is going on to some of these men, then we're now becoming those same people that we're fighting against. It's almost as if when we say black men want to be the white men of the community, are we then saying that black women want to be the black men of community by sitting there saying such a negative thing about a child? If we look at what initially started the video, those comments about a child that we as people should be wanting to protect, care for, love. That was my comment. So if we get to the point where we start turning into a rabid dog and decide, well, I'm supposed to care for you, but I don't care about you now, or I don't want to care about you because, between the age of 0 to 18, that child needs to be cared for and that child needs to feel love, or you're going to be creating the problem that's already been created. Then sooner or later, in 10 years' time, we're going to look at this situation and we're going to say, what came first? Was it that the children were being neglected to begin with? Or is it that the children grow up and they cause the neglect? We're going to be looking at this crazy. Just 20 years ago, when I was in high school here in New York, I was told that, teenage pregnancy was a big thing. Was it 20, 30 years? Black girls were getting pregnant as teens. So many black girls were getting pregnant as teens. Look now. Not enough of us are getting pregnant to where we can replenish the community, as bring the numbers or grow the numbers, if you will. So
Interesting.
don't we need time to change? Don't we need time to, there was so much effort put into making sure that teenage young ladies had better things to do. And a big part of that is probably getting rid of some of the guys that were in the community that were getting those teenagers pregnant. They went to prison, they went to wherever they went to. So now that when certain people came out of the community, whether it be with the crack thing, the drug thing, whatever, they were no longer available to create another problem. The problems were creating problems. Those people were no longer available. That situation cleared up. The teenage pregnancy for Black girls is not as high as it was before.
Yeah.
Now here we are at a different time where we're saying, okay, here's the other problem. We can attack the problem without attacking each other. And if some women choose not to have children or not to have, some women are choosing not to have children, perfectly fine. Some women are choosing not to, you're saying you're not going to have certain children. That's perfectly fine too. But while children are here, I think everybody's job is to care for, protect, love, shelter those children. Because if you nurture and grow a child properly, chances are you'll have a better outcome.
Yeah.
That's all I have. And thank you so much. Say bye. Bye.
Oh, well, thank you so much for calling in. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Okay. All right. Well, you're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Sherry.
Hi, Sherry.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, your volume is a little low. Can you talk up, or are you connected through a device or something like that?
Do not earpod.
Is there any way you can speak directly into the phone just while you're on the call?
Yes, I can.
All right, perfect. Perfect.
Can you hear me better now?
Say something else. Let's see what the volume is like.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes, I can. Go ahead. And I'm going to turn
It
you
was
up
the
in my
AirPod
volume.
then.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
My first initial statement is, I think if you disagreed, that you should have just stayed out of it. Because when you went on that panel, you were the outside person. You were the outside person. You and her sister, the other lady, they weren't, you just were the outside person. Nobody agreed with you. I saw the comment section. I don't agree that you are a mammy or any of that craziness, but also,
I
when
have
I
to agree.
opened up the live and you had that baby boy on there that was throwing your rock and hiding your hand.
Yep,
Why
that
would you
part
do
is true.
that? That was like
Because she could
saying,
show you better than
I
she could tell
disagree
you.
and I'm going to shove it in your face.
What are you talking about?
That was like when you went on live and you had the cute little baby boy and was like, this is my engineer. That was like putting it in like Cynthia's face, like, I don't agree
You
with
think
you,
that video
and
was
baby boys
created?
are good.
I'm sorry. You think the video was created and that a human being was used as a rock for someone else? Was that the first time that my engineer has been in a video with me? The first time?
No, I can't
Okay.
agree or disagree in
Excuse
that,
me,
but
I
I
have a
know what
question. I want you to answer.
the conversation was.
I want you to answer this question. Was this the first time that he was in a video with me?
I don't know.
Okay. So you don't know whether or not he was in videos with me before this conversation even began on YouTube. So then you can't speak to it then. If you don't know whether or not he's ever been in videos with me, you don't know what you don't know. You just don't know. So you can't speak to that. So choose a different point to speak.
I know, but I know what the dynamic was that was going on at the time, and it was about black boys not being born.
No, please come up with a different talking point. You can shift to a different point until you can do research to see whether or not my engineer has ever starred in videos with me long before people decided to start talking about that. So shift. Let me know say yes if you're going to be able to shift to a different talking point, or say no, and then we can just end the call. So let me know.
Yes, I can shift to a
Okay,
different
so
talking
shift to a
point.
different talking
I
point.
can.
Thank you. Let's go. Let's continue
The
forward.
other talking point was that because they didn't agree doesn't mean that you guys can't get along. I think you guys
Who
still should
says
be
who
able
says who
to.
says who says anyone can't get along? Who says that?
I mean,
We're,
you said this is the end of
the end of what? What are we
whatever
talking
the
about?
end of.
What are we talking about? Are we talking about me and
What
any
is
other
this the
content
end?
creator? This is why it's important for us to ask questions, because I stated very clearly,
Right.
the people who are watching, if they feel that they are not, that I am not the right content creator for them, they must shift to a different content creator that they feel more aligned with. Who is talking about other content creators? We're talking. This is why it's important to ask questions. I'm glad that you came up to ask questions. So what
Right.
is
Because I wanted to find out what happened. Like, I thought
There's
that,
nothing. I
okay,
listen, I
no,
have
I
no
didn't
issue.
think that.
You have never seen me discuss any type of issue that may or may not exist between me and anybody else. And I'm telling you, there's no issue. Not that I know of. And even if there was, I wouldn't, it's not anything that, not anything personal or anything like that. So I wouldn't even take it personally. So we can shift away from that because I
Oh,
have
okay.
no
Because
issues with
I
anyone.
just feel like that somehow after that live or after that panel was done, that your energy has completely been off. I don't know if
Um,
anybody else would disagree with me, but your
is
energy is not the same. Not the same
hold on,
bubbly,
hold on, hold on,
happy
hold on, hold on,
Tanya.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I feel like you don't watch enough of my videos to really be
Mm-hmm.
able to speak to this, because last night, and I talked about this in the beginning of the video, I am burning the candle at both ends, getting ready for the Christmas sale of the makeup that I am using right now to get ready for the video that we're going to be making today. I'm tired. I'm working all night. I'm working all day. I took a quick nap before I did this video. So so we have to not leap to conclusions. We have to not leap to conclusions. I'm working very hard, very diligently. There's a lot that needs to be done in order to be able to get the makeup created, and to be able to get enough makeup created to, and then the advertisements, the labels, the boxes, the shipping company, the relationship with the shipping company, the daily pickups, all of these things. There's a lot of moving pieces, and I am taking time out of the middle of that to create a video. This is why I'm making this video while I'm doing my makeup, because I want to make a video today, but I'm under the gun. I'm under the gun. I'm under the gun. So do you have another
I
talking point?
understand
Let me
that,
see
but
how
I
long
mean,
we've been on the
I've
line.
been following you and watching you for years,
And you don't know
and
whether or
I
not
know
my
that
engineer
you
has
have
ever been
been,
in another
you have
video.
been.
Ma'am,
Maybe
ma'am,
I
you
missed
don't
the
know
baby. Yeah, I
but
missed
this
the
is what I'm
baby
saying.
being
He
on
has
there.
been in several videos with me. Whenever I have a technical issue, my engineer comes out, and it's been about 6 months since he's been in a video. So I decided to bring him forward because he's gotten bigger and people love him. He's the engineer. He helps
And
with
I
the
think he's
technical
a
issues.
beautiful baby. I'm not the one saying I don't want babies. I don't want to have no babies around. Blah blah blah.
You know
I
what?
get that.
You know
I'm
what?
not
Tell us your name
I'm
one
not
more
on
time.
that.
Tell us your name one more time.
Shit, Sherry.
Sherry, thank you so much for calling in and expressing your point of view. We've been on for 7 minutes, so we're going to let you go and take the next call. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. Phone lines are open, 323-488-3149. Phone lines are open. All right, let's see.
Mm-mm-mm. What y'all got to say? Shoot. What y'all
You're on
got
your
to
live
say
with
about
Tanya. What's
this
your name?
beef? Where y'all at?
Allison Taylor.
Hi, your name is Allison.
Yes.
Hi, Allison. So what is your comment here today?
Yes, I like to make an observation. I think that the conversation that you had with CTG was very productive. I like you. I think you are authentic.
Okay. I like Tanya, but something about how she's dealing with all this is irking my soul, maybe. That's because I have to break these things down to you. I have to break these things down to you guys. That's a lioness. So right about now, she's showing you I can show you better than I can tell you. So it's a little mind game that's going on that they're not going to be able to win, and that's what's irking you because you see the mind game, but they can't win at the mind game because she, like I said, she's older and she's like me. I can spot it. I like anytime as a lioness, I can break down, or any Leo, I can break them down to the T. The same way you could break down your sign to the T. Right about now, it's all about the mind. So it doesn't matter if she was doing it to prove a point or not. Y'all will have to prove that that's what she did. This is why a lot of people don't like getting into it with a Leo anyway, because it's hard to bring the receipt. Because even though the lady said she threw the stone and hit her hand, the lady was absolutely correct. But she can't win the argument because she had the baby in videos before. So now she can say, mind game, well, I had him in before, it was never a problem. Why is it a problem now? Then the lady, she had the lady effed up when she said, yeah, I've been watching you for years, right? So if I knew something I don't want to do, the lady was absolutely incorrect. If that wasn't your lane, you could have just sat on back. So I would have sat back, but we got two people that's strong minded people. Their opinions is both strong minded, and they both feel how they feel about something. So it's hard for us to keep the way we feel. FEEL, the way we feel. But right about now, she's not gonna argue back and forth with you. She's gonna play a mind game with you. That's when we're really not mad. We just play. Remember, cats like to play. Cats like to play. So anybody that's calling there, y'all don't understand. She's playing with you. She's not really mad because she's really mad. Like when she want that smoke, she want that smoke. That means she's mad. Right about now, she's playing, and people's falling for it. You know, the same way I can read Cynthia G, which is another lioness, but I understand why Cynthia G is the way she is because she's going after. She's not going after women like Tanya. She's going after men that's in that damn that's in that manosphere. And Cynthia has a lot of more enemies. Look how quick we showed the video. Now Tanya is playing the game, but look how quick that hyena chick went straight for Cynthia. Talking about having a baby. See, she's not gonna do that. She ain't gonna talk about Cynthia. She's not even playing mind games with Cynthia. She's playing mind games with Cynthia's chat. So it's up to you guys if y'all want to play the mind game, but you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win. But look how quick that hyena said everything Cynthia G said. She's really not doing that. So her enemy wouldn't be Tanya. Cynthia G enemy would be that hyena chick and all them men, and because she's an extreme woman. She never said feminist, but she's extreme. Just like the other people are the extreme. But if I know if something I don't want to do. Exactly. But you gotta understand the game that's going on. I'm trying to learn you. I'm trying to learn you guys. You gotta learn these people. You gotta learn these traits so you know what you're dealing with. So you will learn, okay, they're playing games. I'm not gonna participate in this. Because I know that if this person set this game up, they did not set it up to lose. Like even when she had the baby, that wasn't set up to lose. I didn't this to show you, okay, we're gonna play. You want to play that? We're gonna play this game. Sometimes you gotta remove yourself, but that's between them two. But it's not about them two. It's about the chat. Look how the lady. She shut the lady up really quick, even though you know what they doing is wrong. Dealing with a lioness, dealing with a Leo, fucking with a Leo. We still right. I don't care if you right. We right too. Damn it. Ooh, but this should be almost finished. But it's just crazy that people is like really, really making this more than what it is. Even when we was in Cynthia G chat yesterday, remember Cynthia G came out with another video. Everybody, she was just talking regular also. Remember, both of them are the same, two of the same token. They both are Leos. So they're both really not really mad at each other because it'd have been onslaught. It would have been nothing but war. Believe me. If them two really was mad at each other, you would know. You don't have to ask no questions. You ain't got to think about it. You ain't got to do nothing. But sometimes you got to teach the chat a lesson. Sometimes you got to teach your haters a lesson. Like, okay, I'm going to fuck with you for, I'm going to fuck with you for a little bit. And that's basically what's going on. But hey, we here for it. Either way, we here for it.
As you can be. And the same goes for Cynthia G. Both of you make great points. I think people can disagree per issue. I think your issue was that it's not as prevalent in England. But from my point of view, I think it has gotten a little bit more prevalent in England. And Cynthia, I don't see no sense in it. I don't see no sense in, in really just, procreate. Right now, but that might, be coming from a jaded place with me. But anyway, I just came here to say, you guys, you should understand that people can disagree. I can't really say what was going on because I logged in and out of the live, so I can't really say to what was going on. But I don't like it when they're trying to make an issue between you and Cynthia when it's not any issue.
I don't think anybody's trying to make any issue between us. I don't see that.
Oh, okay. Because I saw where when I was on, because I come on and off. So when I logged on, it was, I thought maybe it was a little tension. So it's no thing. It's no thing. It's just that I can respect both of y'all points of view on the subject. That's what I call to say. And that I love looking at your channel.
Thank you.
And I will continue to look at your channel and support it. And Cynthia's as well.
Thank you so much.
So I hope I made, because I'm gonna say I hope I made my point clear. I didn't know it seemed like it was the issue. It was some issue, but I'm glad it's not. I'm glad it's not like it's like pitting one against other, saying that because what she's saying, it might sound harsh, Cynthia. It might sound harsh what she said, but it's not. It wasn't really harsh. It wasn't really harsh. She really, if people would, and that's including men, if she really is trying to help it. The same thing I can say for you, Tanya. You really come with the information to help everyone. I like that. So I want you to continue to do that, and I don't want and I want you to continue to interact, with Cynthia and everybody else. But thank you. I won't take up your time. I know I'm running my mouth around me.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling in. You can go ahead and hang up because my hands are kind of busy right now. Okay. All right.
Okay.
I do want to say one thing. Hopefully my sister Brown Girl Bella don't pop in here because she gonna kill me. But I'm starting to see these makeup videos just like food videos. I don't do food videos. I'm really starting not to like makeup videos. God, I'm really starting not to like, because I think that your attention is more on, you have to do your makeup. So that means I'm not getting your full attention. That's like when you like the AMSRs, that's different because you're just eating. That's it. Even though I don't like them neither, because them videos make me hungry as hell. I be hungry. Sometimes that food be looking so good. I be like, oh my gosh. If I can just go through the TV, give me one of those chicken legs or something. Damn it. But woo, I can't do it. Brown girl Bella, yes, I'm gonna still come in your channel. Yes, I'm still gonna watch you put on makeup, but I can't. I just it's come with the makeup on already and take it off. I don't know, but I know the reason of putting on the makeup. I got it. I got it. But it's like you have to make sure the makeup is right, the colors is right, everything is right while you're talking. But so that means we're not getting that attention. It's like you got people calling you, but you hear them. But you got to concentrate on what you're doing. I don't like that. So I'm not watching no more makeup. Don't put on no more watching shows. Please don't put on no makeup. But that's part of the show because you want for them to buy the makeup. So you have to have them see what the makeup does and how does the makeup look. Yes, 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 yes. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm.
Please don't post links in my comments. Moderators, can you catch anybody posting links? You're on your live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, Teresa Hall.
Hi, Teresa. What is your comment this afternoon?
Hi, Tanya. I just wanted to call. I watch you. I've only been watching you about 6 months or so. And sometimes I get the notification after you've gone live, but I always watch because I learn from you. I'm a person that believes there's nothing greater than the power of a great example. I'm an excellent cook. People have been wowed by my food for a long time. I want to do online videos. And you set a powerful example of being able to do what you want to do. I just wanted to call and shout you out and encourage you and tell you to be encouraged. The naysayers are going to do their job and be naysayers. But you set a powerful example for many of us. And because you are, I'm thinking I can, and you cover topics. You're like
Tan in the middle. So let me do that now. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Al.
Hi, what did you say your name was?
My name is Al.
Al?
Yes.
Hi, Al. So what is your comment this afternoon?
I'm not sure if if you don't want to rehash anything at all. In that case, you can just redirect me. But, I just wanted to say that, there's this sort of sentiment that you were being emotional during that time, and I didn't see anything that you were saying as being emotional. I mean, I thought that everything that you were discussing and the questions that you were asking were quite logical. For example, the idea that what's going to happen if no more Black men are birthed. I mean, that seems like a logical question. It doesn't have anything to do with emotion. I see also sentiments of gaslighting, and I just don't see how what you're doing is gaslighting at all. I mean, I think that we should, of course, be careful about our reproductive health. I'm married interracially, and I encourage other Black women to explore their options. But the idea that we're being spouted, I did think that they were extreme, and I thought that you did bring balance, and I don't understand the backlash from that. I think a lot of it is women who are I don't want to kind of dismiss people's feelings or where they're coming from, but to me it feels like people who are angry and upset and looking for something to say that's extreme, like, okay, now Nani Boo Boo, we're not going to birth you anymore, but that just doesn't seem like a logical conclusion. So I just don't understand.
Well, we had that
how
talk
you
already,
were the emotional one in this particular
we don't have to hear
argument.
all that. We talked about that,
and I just don't understand the vitriol or trying to make.
That earlier comment about you bringing your sound engineer. I remember when you had, because I watched your show religiously. I'm not going to say like cultishly, but religiously. I watch
Mm-hmm.
it a lot. So I remember the injury. I'm like, she must not watch. She must not. And to say she's been watching you for over a year, that couldn't be the case because
Yeah.
and like, I think he's so cute and he's adorable. So, and why would you bring your loved one?
Your phone is cutting out again.
Thought that you would do that is not.
I didn't hear the
Even to
last
think that
sentence. It
would do
cut
that.
out. I didn't hear the last sentence, Mama.
I'm sorry.
Oh, your phone is cutting out, babe. I didn't hear your last
Oh,
sentence. Done.
right. I was just very surprised by that because I have a lot of respect.
But you turned me on to Cynthia G and to these other women. So I think that you all are doing good work, but maybe some people are a bit more impatient. And sometimes we have a secret audience when we're saying certain things. So I feel like maybe some of the things that were said were not meant to be like an admonition to women to do.
From Jamaica.
Oh, really? Oh, the
Yeah.
Yardi accent then washed it away. All right. So
I guess.
your question was what?
Why do you think the message is getting across so badly to Black women in particular about when it comes to whether we should birth Black men or not?
What do you mean the message is getting across badly? I don't know what you mean by that.
I've seen on YouTube and even on Instagram, people keep saying so many mean things. They're saying, oh, we should hate Black men, not birth them. And then some others are saying, we can't live without Black men. It's a very confusing message getting across, and I don't understand why that is.
Oh, I mean,
If that makes any sense.
I think people they're just looking for a solution. Things are bad, and people are brainstorming on ways to not make it so bad. So people are looking for solutions. They're looking for ways to make it better, to take off some of the pressure, to stop the situation that we're in. We're in a terrible, terrible situation right now. Things are just are awful. You know what I mean? They're awful.
Yeah, it's really sad because even over here in the UK, trust me, they're no better than in America or even Jamaica.
It's crazy. Where all my '90s people at? Tell me they didn't bring them. Tell me they didn't bring them earrings back with the name on it. Tell me that they keep calling us so old. They bringing back. Oh, I be seeing that too. They bringing back all our old stuff, all the chains with our name in it, the same, the earrings, everything. They took it back to the '90s, baby. Now I'm like, damn, our gold was worth more back then than what it is now. Maybe I should have kept them earrings. It was so all these kids, keep your stuff because it's coming back in 20 years, okay? It's coming back in 20 years. You're gonna don't buy the same thing twice, okay? Keep your stuff in the drawer. It's coming right back. It's coming right back. No, we already had our discussion on this, so we don't have to hear it because we already said what we had to say. So we already had our own discussion on this. We already had our own discussion. So that's why I'm skipping through most of this because we don't have to hear what they have to say. I just want to know, do they make up or do they don't make up? That's why I'm listening.
I had an epiphany when I was on the broadcast the other night, and
it was really bad, and I just wanted to say, look, we're not dating, but it was up to interpretation.
Yeah, but my thing is this, right? My thing is this. Why are we not letting men go in a lineup and choosing who is right based on how they measure up with what it is that we want in a partner? What our goals and values are?
That's a really good question, For me, I don't really have the answer to that.
Okay. All right. It's
I think you're right, though.
I'm just saying, why are we not holding all men up to a standard and letting the best man win.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Why not? Why
Yeah,
do we not just
right.
want
Can
to
I
let
be
the best
completely
man win?
honest?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear.
Yeah,
I
right.
think if we do that, then we would all come to the realization that they wouldn't be black, if I'm being honest.
I don't see, if you're really being honest, right? If you're
Mm-mm,
really
mm-mm,
being
mm-mm,
honest, you would
mm-mm,
realize
mm-mm.
that regardless of race, if you're going to put men up against a standard, right?
Okay.
That it really there may be black men who fit into your standard. There may be white men, there may be an Asian man, there may be different, there may be a Latino or an Arab or an Indian or whatever. There may be a man who is who fits it, and take race out of the equation and really judge him by the content of his character and how well he aligns with your goals, values, and direction in life. Really, because it's not, because like if you go into it and be like, yeah, well, it's probably not going to be a black man. I think there are far too many black men who are getting through the Hmm. I remember there was this admissions person from
Okay.
an Ivy League school who was talking about a person placing on their application that they're African American, and how they would give points to a person. Like like if you played a sport, you would get certain points. If you did this and that, you would get certain points for being a certain thing during your application. And because they want to promote diversity, they would give points to people for being African American. In dating, I feel that there are far too many black men who are receiving more points than they need to just for being black. So that
Yeah.
women are dating trash men simply because they're black. And then they are going and giving points to white men and then dating trash men just because they're white. And it's like, no, do not give people points for melanin or lack of melanin. And if you do, give them nominal points, but the things that truly, 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 like the content of a person's character and how compatible they are with you, those are the things that need the most points. If you are going to give people some points, give them a small amount of points, just like the college admission.
That is true. Yeah.
Ain't enough good men
All
out here.
right. So
Sorry.
I appreciate you calling in.
Thank you so much for taking my call, and I hope you understood what I was saying.
Ain't enough good
We
men
had a
here.
conversation. Did it seem like there were some things that you said that I didn't understand?
No, it's just in my life. People just they say I stammer and stutter a lot.
So you're self-conscious about your speech. What are you
Yeah,
going to do
sometimes.
about the self-consciousness that you feel?
Um, I really don't know. Mostly I dance. I guess that's my way of expressing myself.
Yeah, you're going to have to place your foot firmly on this ground and show up and be unapologetic for showing up as you. You know what I mean? When you start giving people too many points for their opinion and all that other stuff, it puts you at a disadvantage. Show up
Yeah,
and be you and do what you need to do, and then head held high, walk back out the door. It's as simple as that.
thank you. Well, I watch your show a lot. I think you're amazing, and thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for calling in. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. All right. What is that I hear? Kang, who says he has LGBT friends. So, are you on Facebook or YouTube watching from?
I'm watching on YouTube.
All right. We caught up, and that's it. We are finished. We are finished until 6 o'clock. We are finished. As usual, I'll play these videos so we can just get our own thoughts together. How do you really feel? Nobody never said, how do they feel about not birthing? I believe just don't have these men kids at all. For the ones who have not had kids already, I believe don't have their kids at all. Gotta do a boy or girl. But I showed you yesterday, if we live by them standards, we're gonna have a bunch of messed up little girls. We're gonna have a bunch of messed up little girls. I showed you guys yesterday what happens when you do that. Now colorism becomes more. Their weight issues become more. Everything that we have problems with now, if it's less men, it's going to be more problematic. Way more problematic. You're going to have more bleaching of the skin. You're going to have more people more girls going to get the BBLs. You're going to have more people getting their breath lifted or added or sucking up. We're going to have more tattoos. Whatever problem we have now, if it's less men, stop this ride. So that's just the point that I'm saying, that for everything that you do, there is a consequence. There is a consequence for everything that you do. So you want to do stuff in moderation. See, Blanche, she's terrible. She's terrible. Mm-hmm. And no, do not open your legs to Pastor P. Just take a shower with him. Just get in the shower. That's all you got to do is get in the shower. You ain't got to open nothing. But I'll see you guys later for another topic. And tonight, I got to go find us some after some midnight fuckery. I got to see what's going on and then come back for tonight, midnight fuckery. I love my morning fuckery and my midnight fuckery. The subjects I can do in my sleep. But I thank you all for being here. I took up a lot of you guys' time. I appreciate all you guys. I will catch you like about 5 or 6 o'clock. And then it's midnight fuckery. Not actually midnight, but late night fuckery. Peace out, guys. Peace, peace, and peace. Peace, peace, people. Peace, peace.